Thank you for tuning in to Global Elite Consultant. Today we're going to talk about IHSS in Washington, D.C. What's compatible for IHSS in Washington? The compatible program. They have several in Washington D.C. One of them is called the PCA. It's a Medicaid personal care aid, and the program is PCA service. Now that one, it doesn't pay for family members to be paid to care for your loved ones, but it does pay for non-medical aids and personal care aids. Then, which is they help you with your ADL, all non-medical chores like eating, bathing, toileting, housekeeping, and more. Okay. So this service helps individuals live independently in their home. The next program they have is called EPD, which is Elderly and Persons with Physical Disability Waivers. That does pay for family members to care for their loved ones. And that is a self-directed program, and that's compatible with IHSS, that program. And it's brought to you by DC Department of Aging and Community Living, which is the DACL is what it's called, the program. And the program is EPD Waiver. This is considered the home and community-based program, waivery program for Medicare. Okay. They don't give me a cost as to how much it is when you first sign up for it. Like some cities, like in Denver, is $630. I think Arizona is $632. So it doesn't tell me how much it is for that, but you can apply. It says you must have your agency first. So you already have your agency, non-medical agency, and then you're going to try to sign up to get this waivery program. Okay. Then, wait, let me get it here. Okay. So I'm going to put the link in the when I post the audio, I'll also put the link in there to where you go and apply for this for this program. I'll give you three helpful links. One is applying for the DC Medicaid District Direct. The other one is DC Department of Aging and Community Living waivery information. And the other one is the DC Medicaid information. I'm going to give you all three. And then you could just, go on the website and look around and then apply for the one that's better for you. So let's say you're going to apply for the EPC program, which is just like the IHSS. Okay, so you have an agency. You're applying for it's called EPD program. So your business is already set up, so you don't have to do that. You're going to register in the Medicaid Provider Enrollment Portal. And I will give you that information, how to go and get the application and everything and apply in that portal. So this will set up your organization master administrator account. Once you register, log in and complete your enrollment. So then you're going to use the PDMS portal to begin your Provider Enrollment Application, and I will give you that. In the application, you're going to choose individual versus a group provider agency enrollment. Select whether this is an initial enrollment or a re-enrollment. Then you're going to they'll tell you what they need you to upload, what forms they need. If they need the W-9 or whatever they need, you would just upload those forms. They're going to need a background check too from you. And they'll probably want to see maybe your license, that you have, your agency is licensed, and then whatever else they ask about. If you need to, you can download the provider's enrollment documents and packet from the DC Medicaid site. I'll give you that one. You're going to do the criminal background check. Then there's a senior abuse register check. You're going to check that. This is for the background check. And like I said, it'll give you that information. I'll give you that website. I think it's a website here for the criminal background check and the abuse register check and the credential verification. The state, DC Medicaid requires this for safety and compliance, and I will give you that. So now, after you get everything put in, you're going to wait for your approval. Once you've been approved, you'll receive a Medicaid provider's number and you can start billing for service. Now for this, for the EPD Waiver program, you may need a pre-approved notice before completing the PDMS application. So you can call and they'll give you all the information, more detail, what you need, what you don't need. I'm just kind of giving you the, general information. Okay. Let's see. Okay. So you're going to need the policy. Well, you should already have it at this point, your policy and procedure manual, because you should have had that when you got your license, because it says here to make sure your agency has the policy and procedure. Now, the policy and procedure manual for IHSS patients, which this is similar to, is going to be different from your agency policy and procedure manuals, because a total you should have 9 binders. 8 binders should be policy and procedures for your agency, and 1 binder should be for the Medicaid patients, which is the community-based patients, which is IHSS patients. So there's a total of 9 binders. We can help you with to get those binders. It's anywhere from $2,500 to $3,000, and we can help you do that. You could give us a call, and we'll help you. Our number is 720-591-2974. Or you could go to our website and just fill out a link, fill out the contact form. And then we'll get with you within 24 hours. And the website is globaleliteacademy.net. Or you can shoot us an email, which is support@elders, ELDERS, *1st.com. And we can help you put together if you know how to do your license and everything, we'll just help you put together your policy and procedure manual. Now, let's say you need help with everything. You need help with the license for your, to become licensed as an agency. You need help with the certification for the IHSS program or the program that's compatible with that. You need a website. You need the policy and procedure manuals. You never ran an agency, so you need a class to learn how to do that. The classes is twice a week from 11 to 2. The days I can kind of move them around. Right now we're doing Friday and Saturday, but I can adjust the classes. Now those are the classes you'll have with me. And then you'll have a class with my assistant twice a week for 2 hours each for twice a week. And what she's going to go over with you, you're going to practice how to do an assessment. Because when you go out to these patients' house, you have to assess the patients. So we train you how to assess the patients. And also, we teach you how to go out to the doctor's offices and do your marketing. So we help you with putting the script together for that and how to go out and do a marketing pitch to the doctor's office. So you'll need, like I said, 2 hours twice a week to do that. And usually it depends on how much you need. Sometimes some people, they need a couple of months worth, and some people need 6 months worth of training. It's, everybody is different, but we train you until you get everything down packed and you're comfortable with doing the assessments and everything. We also will help you do the hiring and the orientation to start off, and then when you feel comfortable with it, you can take it over and do it. So all of that is $15,500. You would pay half down and the rest on a monthly payment. If for some reason you cannot pay half down, you give us a call and we'll negotiate a down payment for you. And you would pay that down payment, and then your monthly pay it every month, your monthly payment. And we'll just do everything for you, get you set up. One good thing about our company, we work with a guy who gets you, for your marketing, he gets you on the first page of Google, which is what you need, because without patients, you have no business. So that's separate from our company, but we do refer you to him, and then he'll work with you to get your business the first page of Google. So if you have any questions, again, just give us a call, and we will definitely help you any way we possibly can. Now, okay, let me see. All of this contact information that you may need, when you're going for the Medicaid, I know what I was going to say, for the fee. Each state Medicaid pay different for the fee, what they're going to pay you to provide this service. So there is a step. Okay, so there's a website. After you get approved and everything, you're going to go to this website to find out how much how much the state is going to pay you. So you're going to enter a service code. Then you're going to enter your personal care service code. Then you could check the fee schedule. This is if you're under PCA, if you're under that waiver. I guess it's different for each waiver. You would check. And so you would just put in the service date to get the current hourly reimbursement fee. And that tool will show you the exact Medicare payment amount per hour for your DC Medicare reimbursing your agency. So I'll also put this on the sheet too. But again, you can't use this until you actually are through signing up and you've been approved and everything, because this is a fee schedule. Now it says it's for the PCA patients waivery program. It doesn't say it's for the other waivery program. But anyway, I'm going to give it to you, and you can always call and ask them what the fee is. They'll tell you, what it is. But I like to give you as much information as I can. All right. So again, thank you so much for tuning in. Have a good day. Bye-bye.